Shalom, everyone, and welcome to Just a Word. This is Kazak Eliyahu, and today we are going to be doing a correction video, correcting a video that we had put out earlier on the Pentecost, okay? So we heard in the interpretation of Leviticus 23:15 and 16, okay? So we put out the video and then someone said, this contradicts the book of Jubilees. So we went into the book of Jubilees and then we started matching it up and we saw that there's something that needs to be resolved. So we went to resolve it and this is the result of it, all right? We went and revisited it because this is an error that has been caused because anything to do with the calendar, etc., I do not like it. And so I did not take due diligence. And so today we are going to see the truth because we are here for the truth. And so if there is found an error, we will correct it and tell you that it is an error so that whatever is left on our channel, we are assured in our minds that this is the truth. All right, so let's go and see what I am speaking about. It is from the book of Leviticus. We go at chapter 23, verses 15 to 16. And it says, and ye shall count, and this is a very powerful word here, very integral to our finding the truth, the Hebrew word safar. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that you brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. So I went and I looked into each one of the Hebrew words, and then looking into that, doing due diligence, it showed up the truth. So the first word here is Safar, Mochorath, Shabbat, Yom, Bo, Et, Omer, Tenufa, Sheba, Shabbat. Tamim, Aya. If we were to do it literally, it means it would say, count the morrow Sabbath day, come to pass, the sheaf wave offering 7 times, Sabbath complete be. So it is actually saying what this is saying right here. But it is not this that is the problem, because this is saying that from the morrow, after the Sabbath, during the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is called the sheaf of the wave offering, the day of the sheaf of the wave offering, you shall count 7 Sabbaths. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete, that is 49 days. Then 1 day to that would be 50 days. Now, the problem is the next verse, Leviticus 23:16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number, same Safar, 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto Yahuwah. Now, if you notice here, this error was brought about by trusting just the translation and not digging into the word of truth, like we usually do. So that Safar, that means count up here, and ye shall count, is the same word Safar that is used to make number. Number. All right? 50 days, and ye shall offer new meat offering. Now, I went and put in the words again, and the words that were used were the words add. This is the problem now. This word add, it has several meanings, some of them seeming contradictory. This is the problem. It can mean as far, for, or long, or much. As whether of space, it can use whether of space, or degree, or time. So this is a problem. So we have to leave the problem child for last. So Mokorath, Shabbat, Shebi, we see what they mean here. And we go on and on. But what is the whole understanding of it is that the word Safar, number. Now, verse 16, we had interpreted it to be saying that it is an additional 50 days. But when we are looking into it, studying it, we're realizing that it is a confirmation. It is being given for emphasis. So it is being given for emphasis So it can be construed and has been construed by some and by us the last time that it is actually speaking about another 50 days. But if we go to the translation, morrow, Sabbath, 7th, 50 days, you shall cause to bring forth, cause to bring near, cause to come, cause to draw near, cause to draw near, cause to come 50 days. You shall offer the sheaf offering. All right? So what do we have in common here? The sheaf offering is here again. Sheaf offering is here, and the sheaf offering is in verse 15. So right away there, it appears to be a confirmation of the wave of the sheaf offering. Let's go there, wave of the sheaf offering there. And then it is here, bestow a donation, tribute, a sacrificial offering, oblation, offering. This is the wave of the sheaf offering. It is confirming. So in verse 15, it says, we shall number, count 50 days. This appears in the next verse to be saying that the same thing, you shall count 50 days. But here is the, I don't want to say trick, here is the difference. The word number here. If we don't look at the translation, we don't realize that it is the same word safar. So the same word that is used to count in verse 15 is the same word for number in verse 16. To me, it is actually confirmation saying the same thing. And how do I know that it is confirmation? As the person said, that it is in the book of Jubilees. So I went to the book of Jubilees for the confirmation. And sure enough, it is there. And this is a book that I believe to be the word of Yahuwah. Jubilee 6, verse 1. And on the new month of the 3rd month, he went forth from the ark and built an altar on that mountain. Now, if we were to believe that it is 100-day or 2 sets of 50 days, then it would mean that it could not happen in the 3rd month. It could not happen in the 3rd month. The only way the Feast of Pentecost could be in the 3rd month would be if it is 50 days. 50 days. All right? So let's go and look. And on the new moon of the 3rd month, he went forth from the ark and built an altar on that mountain. And he made atonement for the earth and took a kid and made atonement by its blood for all the guilt of the earth. For everything that had been on it had been destroyed, save those that were in the ark with Noah. All right, let's go down. Let's go down to verse 11. On this account, this is the same 3rd month, because he said in verse 10, and Noah and his sons swore that they would not eat any blood that was in any flesh. And he made a covenant before Yahuwah forever throughout all the generations of the earth in this month. Which month is that? The 3rd month. In this, the 3rd month. On this account, he spoke to you that you should make a covenant with the children of Yasharal in this month. In which month? In the 3rd month. Upon the mountain with an oath, and that you should sprinkle blood upon them because of all the words of the covenant which Yahuwah made with them forever. And this testimony is written concerning you, that you should observe it continually, so that you should not eat on any day any blood of beasts or birds or cattle during all the days of the earth. And the man who eats the blood of beasts or of cattle or of birds during all the days of the earth, he and his seed shall be rooted out of the land. And do you command the children of Yasharal to eat no blood, so that their names and their seed may be before Yahuwah our sovereign ruler continually. All right. Let's go down to verse 15. No, verse 14. And for this Torah, there is no limit of days, for it is forever. They shall observe it throughout their generations, so that they may continue supplicating on your behalf with blood before the altar. Every day and at the time of morning and evening they shall seek forgiveness on your behalf perpetually before Yahuwah, that they may keep it and not be rooted out. No limit of days, they should keep it forever. Keep it when? In the 3rd month. And he gave to Noah and his sons a sign that there should not again be a flood on the earth. He set his bow in the cloud for a sign of the eternal covenant, that there should not again be a flood on the earth to destroy it all the days of the earth. For this reason, it is ordained and written on the heavenly tablets that they should celebrate the Feast of Weeks in this month, the third month, once a year, to renew the covenant every year. And this whole festival was celebrated in Shamayim from the day of creation till the days of Noah, 26 jubilees and 5 weeks of years, 1309 to 1659 AM. And Noah and his sons observed it for 7 jubilees and 1 week of years, 350 years, till the day of Noah's death. And from the day of Noah's death, his sons did away with it until the days of Abraham, and they eat blood. Wow. The Feast of Weeks in the third month. So this is a confirmation, and this seems to be very, very explicit here that it should be in the third month. And so the word says, at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, a matter is established. And so I searched and searched for more witnesses to get the confirmation. And so I found a confirmation in the book of Tobit. And it is at Tobit chapter 2, verse 1. Now when I was come home again, and my wife Anna was restored unto me with my son Tobias, in the feast of Pentecost, which is the set-apart feast of the 7 weeks, there was a good dinner prepared me, in the which I sat down to eat, which is a set-apart feast of 7 weeks. 7 weeks, not 14 weeks, 7 weeks. So this is a confirmation. It has to be a feast of 7 weeks. So it's not the 7 weeks plus the 50 days. It is the 7 weeks, and it's the 7 weeks and the verse 7 weeks from verse 15. The morrow after the Sabbath, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. That is verse 15. And in verse 16, it was giving us confirmation. It was emphasizing double emphasis as to when it should be kept. The Feast of Pentecost. All right. So this is the Great Pentecost Error, as we call it, for Just a Word. It has to be out there so that people who saw the first video and got that thought in our minds about the 100 days that they don't see this video, hopefully, and they are restored to the way of truth. All right. That is what I get for not wanting to do something and then do it, because I did not want to deal with anything to do with the time on the calendar. Probably should have left it alone, or should have dug into it, whichever one would have been better than just hurriedly doing it. All right. So my apologies to anyone who have been, the mind shaken, you believe something and then you have to be told another thing and then you have to go back. My apologies for that. And just continue to seek the truth, hoping that all who saw it would now see this one. All right. So sorry about that. And until next time, as we continue to dig for truth, whenever we find truth and it is proven to be truth, we are going to come back and we are going to make the corrections. All right. So that in the end, we can take everything that is here as what we believe to be ultimate truth. All right. Thank you all for listening and are watching, and shalom.